What about when we left Muffy on the wharf?
Oh yeah, we used to often leave him and have to come back for him. He'd just patiently wait there for us. The Cabarita usually.
I remember going out on the old the Huntsman Flybridge cruiser, and that smelly old marina. It had very strong, pungent smells. That marina.
Yeah, it was pretty bad marina then.
It was pretty bad. You'd have to climb down the ladder to get into the boat
because
it wasn't a floating marina.
You remember the number of times Dad fell in the water because he'd had too much Cointreau?
Yeah, I think you did.
Edward, you did.
Watson's Bay, you'd get drunk at Watson's Bay.
And go and piddle in the water while everyone's having their dinner. I was mortified. But you were well fueled. You were very well fueled, Edward. Oh my gosh.
Remember going fishing with the Consts. I don't know who they are, but Frank Const knew how to go fishing, and he knew when the hairtail were running. Remember, we'd follow the seagulls, race around the harbour where the seagulls were diving in. That's where the herrings were. And we were just chucking lines in and pulling up these massive...
We had a big garbage bin.
eel-like creatures, and for the next 6 months we had frozen hairtail that barbecued up beautifully.
It was beautiful.
Delicious fish.
You'd never see that in the fish shops. Hairtail, you never see it.
Do you remember that day we were just pulling up these massive, they were like eels with sharp fangs, and we were pulling them up left, right and centre. I don't know how many we caught that day.
Oh, so
just
many.
off the zoo.
10 or 12, but there were so many.
That was
I forgot
incredible.
his name, Frank Const. Yeah.
I don't know how you knew him. He was friends with Tom Boland or something.
Yeah.
Or...
I don't know how we all got together, but they were very lovely
They came out
people.
on a boat.
Yeah.
They did, yes. Really lovely people. They used to go into professional fishing contests. They were mad keen fishermen.
A fish, the fish shop that sold fishing gear.
Mm.
Did they?
Yeah, Lemoyne.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Remember all our farm holidays?
Oh yeah, weren't they wonderful?
As a kid at that age, I was like, I don't know, between 9 and 13, I think. That was the
younger?
ages. Younger.
Oh no,
Younger.
we started off, Carolyn was 3, so you would have been 4.5 or 5 the first one we went on.
So I got good at riding horses. I can jump on any horse now and ride absolutely confidently from those
think
days.
Carolyn, you could too, couldn't you?
Not any horse, but I'd be pretty confident.
You were very competent.
I got on Big Red at, how old was I?
3.
Oh, wonderful
You
holidays.
had no fear.
No.
And I mean, I learned how to ride a motorbike at 8 or 9 years old. So I got good at riding a motorbike. That was wonderful. So much freedom as a kid. Because most kids don't get that. I just gave me a lot of confidence as a kid that I could do all these things. It was
Even
fantastic.
driving a car up there in the paddocks or whatever.
I learned to drive a mini moke at 9 years old.
Yeah.
And you guys used to let me just take off and do whatever I want on a car and a motorbike around this farm. It was wonderful.
What was his name?
Vern Potts. No, not Vern Potts. Uncle Vern or something he called himself, didn't he? That old
You think about
sozzled fellow.
He took us for rides on his tractor.
Yeah.
Rick
But
Otten?
Rick
Is that who
Otten
you
was a
think of?
different farm.
That was very different. We went to probably 4 or 5 different farms. But we went to Uncle Vern, who whatever his name was, we went there at least 3 times. And we went there with Zena and Paul, and I think we went Gabby and Ann, I think. We went there with the Savises another time. We went there quite a few times, and then he's Hilltop something. Anyway, whatever it was. I think it might have been around Oberon or Mudgee.
Then
And
we
then-
went to the other, like Rick Otten's farms.
Yeah, Jeff and Marion Burling.
Berry Bangalow.
Berry Bangalow.
That was
Another
such
one,
good
Sherwood
holiday.
Park Manor.
Inverell.
Yeah.
Inverell. The red dust, I remember.
That was
Inverell.
beautiful. That was a long drive to get out there.
Sure was. But
It was
all
so
those
beautiful.
I
farm
remember that
holidays
name, but
were
I don't
beautiful.
remember the place.
It was a
Sherwood
beautiful
Farm
old
Manor.
building that was the centre of it all.
We'd have photos of that, wouldn't we?
We would somewhere. Yes,
I remember we went to this one farm holiday where there was a bit, it wasn't a very well carefully managed trail rides, and they'd go nuts. They gave you this really wild horse, Dad. I don't know if you remember it.
Yeah.
Huh?
Actually, I was full of piss and wind in those days.
Well, the horse was had all this get up and go in it. It was rearing up on its hind legs. I was watching Dad going, geez, this bloke's good. The old boy's riding this wild horse. And we went on these trail rides with supposedly expert riders, and we were just galloping the whole way, jumping over the cattle rungs and so forth.
Not with me, I wouldn't.
No, with me and Dad. It was really wild. And on one of the trips, one horse kicked out at your horse and cut its leg right open. I don't know if you remember that.